doing well today. I've got a stream with Point to hear in a few hours, but I figured I had time to play a little bit of a game. Finished up doing Super Mario 64 120 star yesterday. And if I intend to do this game 100%, it'll take a lot longer. But you know, I really enjoyed this game, so I want to at least peek into it. Do a little bit of it today. So I hope you also like this game. I assume you do, and that's why you're here. And also, I hope you're having a nice day. You know, some days are nicer than others, but I know even on bad days, good stuff can happen. So I hope good stuff is happening to you. And even if it's not, you know, that doesn't mean it won't. You gotta be able to take a breath and tell yourself, I'm having a bad day, not a bad, week, month, life. Don't let your bad days cause more bad days, if that makes sense. Okay. Oh, I really do love this game though. Top 3, definitely top 3 favorite games. Yes, probably, yeah. I've always said it was my top 3. If nothing else, it's my favorite Zelda game, and I love Zelda. Pretty sure, yeah. Top 3. But I'm willing to admit, a lot of that could just be nostalgia. Also, RetroArch, the volume varies dramatically, so hopefully it sounds good. So hopefully you can hear it and me. No, hopefully someone will say something just in case it doesn't sound good. Yeah, this is, God, when I was first old enough to start playing video games, this is one of the very first ones I remember from my earliest memories. When just after my parents got divorced, my dad was still living in the same town. My brother and I went over there, and he got this game from my brother. And I was absolutely not old enough to really play it well. Very young. But I'd watch my brother play it for just hours, and it was a really great time. Happy memory. My dad would have Paul McCartney and Wings blaring, and me and my brother would be playing this and Mario Party, the first one. It was a good time. To this day, I can't think of the Forest Temple or the song Uncle Albert without thinking of the other one. They go hand in hand. I hear the song, I think of the temple. I look at the temple, think of the song. That's how ingrained it is in my memory. B, good morning. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. I'm just reminiscing while the game's starting up. consider myself somewhat of a Zelda scholar because now the timeline's well established. Didn't always used to be, and there's still little bits and pieces of trivia connecting things that haven't been Nintendo never came out and stated. So there's a lot of really interesting bits of information connecting the games. Like the reason the hero always wears the same green tunic. The original hero wore that, and it's just become custom. But it's funny because the reason he wears it in this game is that's just what the Kokiri wear. So it's just, we don't know if that's a happy coincidence or if they wear it for that reason. Don't know. I'm okay. I'm drinking coffee. Just took some sleeping pills, so hopefully those treat me well. Oh god, it has been a while though, hasn't it? Alright. God. So, yeah, I'm reminiscing. I don't need to tell you guys that back in the day when this came out, my god, the graphics. Don't even. This was 3D. We didn't know what to do with 3D games back then. It was like this was mind-blowing. Okay. Still making sure I know how to do everything. That's Z. Can I not? Hold on. Okay, and then Z automatically turns the camera behind him. Okay, cool. But already the camera is so much more reasonable than Mario 64. Like, my god. This camera is a dream. Alright, we gotta talk to Saria. Hi, Saria. Hope you don't die in the forest someday. Especially not 7 years from... Oh, not even 7 years, because yeah. It would be soon, because, yeah, like, Ganon takes the Triforce, and she dies soon after that. Yeah, okay, yeah. So not even nearly 7 years. Spoiler, I don't know if... I mean, what year did this game come out? I feel like you had your opportunity to learn by now. I don't like spoilers, but my god, this came out in, like, the 90s or something. Late 90s, I think. I do believe, because Final Fantasy IX was like 2000, and this is the same gen as that. And Final Fantasy IX was on PS1. Final Fantasy VII was on PS1. Yeah, so this has to be like mid to late 90s. Oh god, wasn't this a launch title even? Yeah, okay, so yeah, it would have had to have been earlier. Yeah. Oh man, I love this game. Oh man. Let's get some money. I was actually considering doing this as a crowd control thing. Because there's a crowd control option. You guys can spend points to do stuff to me in game, like take away money, spawn enemies, I think, freeze me. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, I was trying to figure that out, and my reasoning was... Also, good morning, Kashi. I hope you're doing well. My reasoning was like, Nintendo 64 and PS1 were the same gen, and Final Fantasy IX came out in 2000, but I recognized Final Fantasy VII was also PS1. So, like, these are on in the same generation, but, like, different ends, so this has to be, like, mid-90s. Yeah, I'm glad you... Actually, hold on. We're about the same age, though. That's weird. Like, very close. Don't know why that's weird. A lot of people are that age, but, you know. On Twitch, ages vary dramatically for whatever reason. It's because, you know, lots of people use the internet. That's the reason. Silly goose. Absolutely. Now it's like, every couple of years. It's wacky. Back in the day, man. People have no idea how long the PS2 lasted either. The PS2 was around, like, as far as I know, it had the longest life of any console. Barring maybe the Atari 2600, now that I say that out loud, maybe. I don't know how long the 2600 was out, a long time. But so was the PS2, so I'm not sure. So the trick to navigate through this forest, it's actually very straightforward. The way the game tells you is if you stand next to the entrance and you listen, the music gets louder. Versus if it's a dead end, if you're going to walk into it and it takes you back to the entrance, it gets quiet. But really what you can do, if you'll notice, see this one here has all that white in it? This one here does not. This is a real one. This one here with all the white in it, you walk in there, you get sent back. This one here, no white, safe. It's really that easy. Hey, thank you for your contribution. See, this one's safe. This one's not. It's really that simple. Don't gotta make a big deal out of it. Man, you guys are putting points into that. Hold on. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't expecting you guys to actually... Oh god, that's concerning. It's fine. You'll probably stop. Yeah. Either way, exciting. That's the big morning. How are you today, sir? I hope you're doing well, too. PS2 is also really good. After PS2... Jesus! Meowing, you're fantastic. All of you guys are. Thank you for your contribution. Almost. PS2 was the last PlayStation. The last Sony console I actually cared about, really. Because since then, there have been some good games. But now, since PS2, it's like most games that come out on one console come out on like Xbox or Steam or even Nintendo now anymore. So it's just like the distinction between consoles has become more grayed out. They kind of blur into each other because it used to be like, no, this was a Nintendo game, this was a PlayStation game. Now you don't have that really, not anymore. A little bit. The community goal, oh god, yeah, I'm gonna upload a video of me doing a cover of Total Eclipse of the Heart. Looking forward to that. I made it worth a lot of points so you guys wouldn't buy it. This one here's the exception because it does take you to a different loading zone, but this is where the Forest Temple ends up being. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be great. For real though, I don't want to be in here anymore. I was just kind of derping around. Gotta get some money. Get some money, buy a shield. That's our first order of business. Yeah, because I did it for karaoke a while back, and I was incredibly drunk for that. Look this way, what do you mean? Ma'am? See, targeting, get out of my face. Knock it off. Can I not talk to you normally? I can't actually talk to you normally, that's interesting. The game doesn't let you talk to her normally, that's not something I ever knew. Okay. See, we're learning stuff. PS2 is really fun though. There's a lot of really good PS2 games. A lot of really good PS1 games. So I've always been a really big fan of Nintendo, but I absolutely admit that PS1 is my second favorite console after Super Nintendo. Very good, like, man. PS1 had a really good controller too. I say that a lot, and Sony knows that PS1 had a good controller because they just re-released the same controller every time. I'm sure you've noticed that every PlayStation controller is identical. Not a bad thing. You get a good controller, you don't need to like do anything crazy. Like Nintendo, they will make a weird controller. they'll make you a controller where you have to like breathe into like a breathalyzer to make you jump. It's yeah, like Nintendo controllers, my god. Nintendo makes good games. They've got really unfortunate hardware. It breaks easily and it's just weird. But you know, bless them, they keep making stuff anyway. See, because that's been true about Nintendo, like, since the beginning. If you've seen some of the Nintendo hardware add-ons, my god, they were like some of the weirdest things. Like, here's this thing you stand on. Not even like a pad, it's like a thing you have to actually balance on, like a log. And it moves your character around. And you still have to hold the controller because it doesn't do buttons, it only does your movement. Nintendo thought that was a good idea. The Power Glove happened. There's a plug-in to attach your Game Boy Color to a sewing machine, in case you want to do that. In case you feel like that's something you needed in your life. I imagine it's just pressure points, right? Like the same way, if you ever seen the bongos for Donkey Kong. Bongos? I don't. There's a Donkey Kong game that requires bongos. You hit them. So I imagine it's the same thing because depending on where you hit on the bongo, it does a different thing. Yep. As far as I know, you would input sewing patterns into the Game Boy somehow, I think like via cartridge in some way, and you attach it to your sewing machine. Like, Nintendo did some weird stuff. Like, they were always trying to innovate with hardware, but they just went bonkers sometimes. The original Guitar Hero, I mean, what year did that come out? That might have... Rock Band stole the idea from Donkey Kong Country. That's okay. Oh Jesus. The bongos? I believe that was a Wii game. Or GameCube? I think it might have been a GameCube game, right? Oh, for the sewing machine? Yeah, that's Game Boy Color, I believe. Or Game Boy. I'm not sure if there's a... So, Game Boy Color can play Game Boy games, but there's some Game Boy Color games that can't be played on the Game Boy, I think. I do believe there's a little bit of a difference, but not much. Mostly just the Game Boy Color displays colors versus the Game Boy that's just like green and black. Okay, GameCube, I'm like, that makes more sense time-wise. Well, have you ever seen like the Wiimote for the Wii? Yeah, Nintendo always does really weird stuff, and sometimes it's cool, like the Wiimote's alright. The DS stylus thing, that's cool. So like the cool ideas that they make stick around, and you're like, yeah, that's rad. You don't ever remember the sewing machines. Okay, what are we doing? Hold on, how much money do I have? It's in the bottom left corner, my bad. We might have enough. It's either 30 or 40, hold on. Nintendo, 40, okay. Yeah, Nintendo's always been really good at, like, innovating stuff, but, okay, okay. I'm gonna describe the console, the game companies as fast food brands, and you're gonna have to bear with me, because I promise I can elaborate after I take a drink. Okay, so Nintendo is Burger King and Sony is McDonald's, right? Because if you ever notice, McDonald's never adds crazy stuff to the menu. They keep a short list of items, and they're really good, really solid items. They never like stray outside the lines, where Burger King will just straight up be like, yeah, we made you a fish taco the shape of a volcano. Just the most bonkers things. Like, Burger King's like, yeah, here's have a chili dog. I don't know. Burger King takes really big swings, and sometimes they miss really hard, but they always just go hard on it. Like, they come up with some crazy ideas, and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Nintendo's the same way. They just try stuff. Whereas Sony, like, to this day, I have a hard... Like, if you showed me a PlayStation game after, like, PS1, I would not be able to tell you which PlayStation that is. Anywho, oh god, I'm just running around. We need to get money. Okay, we need 3 more rupees. Yeah, but not for the reason you might think. They actually, both companies buy just millions of chickens every year. And I'm not actually sure what Xbox is doing with that many chickens, but it's a weird thing that both companies share. Probably best not to ask, like it's none of my business. I don't know. God, I'm tired. I'm trying to be funny. I worked at KFC for 4 days. It's one of the worst jobs I ever had. And I worked in a lumber factory, and KFC was one of the worst jobs I've ever had. God, that was something. I love KFC. I love fast food. Worked at McDonald's for like 8.5 years. Still love McDonald's. I do. Big fan. It's because I'm fat. Oh, jeez. Okay. We got our stuff. Time for you to get out of my face. Sir, back up. I am the hero of time. I will destroy you. I will remove you from the timeline. You won't just be dead. You'll have never existed. Sorry, I'm getting Mido's face. Like, I can't... I don't have much story for the lumber factory besides it just really sucked. It was really hot, and the speed at which we were expected to go, I don't think was humanly possible. It could not have been. It was the most physically demanding thing I've ever done in my life. And I, in my personal life, used to cut down trees and split wood and bring them to people for their wood furnaces. This place was just... My God. KFC was about that bad, though. It's weird. You wouldn't expect it, but my God. And I wasn't high enough in the chain of McDonald's to be able to tell if there's some secret conspiracy about the ice cream machines, but I will just let you know, they break very easily. Like, them being broken isn't, I don't think it's some grand plan. I think it's just with how many machines McDonald's needs to make, they cut corners and they want to make them as cheaply as possible. Because if you think how many McDonald's are in just this country, all of them have an ice cream machine. So that's like an extra couple dollars on an ice cream machine multiplied by that many. So they really just want to make these things as cheap as possible. And the thing about making a machine as cheap as possible, they break. And I really think that's all it comes down to. But, like I said, I know for a fact I wasn't in charge. I did meet Ronald McDonald once, though. All right. I mean, I don't want to argue with you, Big, but I will. Thank you, Navi. Appreciate it. Navi gets a bad rap. She's just doing her best to help. Like, I'm annoying. I just want to help. You know? That being said, though, if you like stop me dead in my tracks again, we're fighting. She's going to stop me dead in my tracks again. Alright. I appreciate you guys. Yep, there she goes. Ah. That's interesting. Shiny told me this trick. It makes so much sense. You just stand where they come out of and they have to come back to you. It just makes so much sense. Don't even chase them around. They'll come back to you. Navi, yeah, she's fine. Like, the entire premise of... You don't realize, but Majora's Mask, the game that everyone likes, the reason Link is in that forest in the beginning of the game in the first place is he's looking for Navi. She gets trapped at the end of this game and he goes to find her. You're supposed to care about Navi. She's your friend. Sometimes friends are annoying. I mean, you know, they're still your friend. Huh. I mean, that's believable. I don't, like I said, I don't know for a fact. I'm just letting you know what I saw in my own personal business. Because, I have seen people that we worked with fix it, like just regular managers and stuff. But, that's the thing about the place. It's very, McDonald's is very jank. They will save money everywhere they can, so instead of hiring somebody to do it, they will just have an employee do stuff. Yeah, like, you know, friends can be annoying. I'm being honest about it. You still care about them, like you don't stop caring about them, but you know, it really be like that sometimes. You love your friends. There's nothing wrong with that. Like I tell you all the time, I love Miles, my son. I love him dearly. He drives me crazy. But that could absolutely be a thing because that, from a business standpoint, that also makes a lot of sense. And that's my feeling, like, they are in the business of business. So that makes a lot of sense. That being said, though, like, I know that's the joke, that the ice cream machines are always broken. On the ground level, having worked there, sometimes, the majority of the time, though, it was fine. Like, I'm a fatty and I like food and I can't grab. Nah, really? Give me mine. I've earned this. Come here. Nah. Ah. Missed it. Oh yeah, that is the number of months you've been a member of our subscribed Hive Mates. I made those little badges myself, that honeycomb with the two, yeah. Also, Big doesn't have his gold B badge right now, but he does have a gold B badge. In fact, he's the only one with the gold B badge. But yes, as a fatty, I just had so much ice cream out of those machines. Oh my god. Because for a couple years of that, I was working third shift. And the thing about third shift is they really didn't want to hire enough people to fully man the store on third shift because they didn't make as much money being late. So there would only be 3 of us in the building. And with 3 of us, we couldn't go on break. Like, there's just no way. If one of us went on break, there's just no way 2 people could have operated the store. So they just didn't give us breaks. And they skirted around that by giving us free food. So I'd be on a 10-hour shift without a break, just buckets of ice cream, making it worth my while, you know? Like, if you're not going to give me a break, I'm bleeding you dry on ice cream. And I did. It was wonderful. You know those ridiculously large 32-ounce plastic drink cups? I just fill those with ice cream and fudge, and that would just be happy. Oh yeah, absolutely. McDonald's is still one of my favorite fast food places. Like, they're up there. I mean, yeah, they're up there, definitely. It's just funny because I worked there for over 8 years, so people are always surprised when I say that. Whoop. We're going for completion, so we need every single one of these gold sculptulas. And there's like 100 something. I don't know, a lot of them. It's a very good first dungeon in a game. In my opinion, it's about as good of a first dungeon as you can get. Because it like teaches you stuff, but it still has like puzzles that aren't insultingly easy, you know? It's just fun and not too difficult, but still like satisfying to complete. That being said, I've done it so many times, I'm just kind of like autopiloting it. Sir, knock it off. Shout out to Ocarina of Time for making spiders that are just very not scary looking. I appreciate that, I really do. I really don't enjoy spiders. Oops. Thought I could move more in the air once I... Yep, you know, it's been a while. We call that a whoopsie. It's a technical term. You ever wonder why you can cut the grass in this game and hearts come out? Like how that makes sense? There's actually a reason for that. It's a video game. Really? Forgot these guys respawned. I mean, typically I don't miss, so... I don't want to brag or anything, but yeah, it's kind of like, there's a big, like... kind of embarrassing, really, like... That's a big spot to miss, like, look at that thing. How's the audio? Because RetroArch... Depending on the game, the audio varies wildly. So I'd just like to know. If anyone wants to, let me know. Oh, but yes, that is my opinion on how Nintendo and Sony are like Burger King and McDonald's. Hey, I'm glad. Thank you. Appreciate you. Whoop. Hey. Cool beans. Whoop. Because, you guys have heard of cool beans, right? Cool beans are actually the kind of beans you put in chili. That's funny. That is a good pun. That is... Oh. That's a quality pun. Then they become warm beans. I mean, yeah, that actually, yeah, it's, very true. Can't fault you for that. I was going for a cool, chili pun. And, I'm just out here doing the best I can, I apologize, I'm still not very funny. I'm working on it. Oh, dang. Okay. Buddy, your days are numbered. Can I reach you from here? Whoop. Okay, we're getting there. So... I say fortunately, I haven't played this game in actual years, but I've done this so many times. I just know where to go. Well, I mean, however you want to do this, buddy. Let me guess. 2, 3, 1, right? You know, when you got it, you got it. I just, you know, like I said, I've beaten this game, God, dozens of times. This was my childhood. This is, oh man. Because you know how sometimes people growing up have friends? Yeah, I mean, not so much. I played Ocarina of Time. That's what I did. To the point where you think I'd be better at it, but I'm really not. You know, I enjoy it. Still bad at it. Better than I am at Mario 64, though. That was a train wreck. Oh my god. I played that again after years, and I got humbled. Oh god. You forget how hard it is to control Mario. Oops. Gonna get used to that because my camera buttons now throw nuts. So that's not good. Because for Mario, C left and C right move the camera. For Link, he's got weapons. Right. Yes, thank you. Navi. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man. I don't think, like... I just wish Navi had a bigger part of the story, if that makes any sense. Because if you've ever played Skyward Sword, because having a irritating companion in a Zelda game is pretty standard anymore. Because there was Midna in Twilight Princess, Fi in Skyward Sword. That's the Navi replacement. They exist to inform you of things. Fi, people hate Fi for whatever reason. I still do not understand the Fi hate. So many people just despise that character, and I think she's okay. Like, essentially, she's just the replacement Navi. Exists to tell you things, but she's also got like actual depth of character. Like, she's a part of the story. She has an arc. Whereas Navi, not so much. And I mean, people don't like Navi either, but at the same time, like they put effort into this character. They have a story. So I don't understand. I think Fi is pretty cool. So when you light a stick like that, if you let it burn long enough, eventually it'll get destroyed. If you put the stick away by pulling out your sword, you get to save the stick. So that's nice. And sticks do more damage than your starting sword to this one. So they're just very useful, especially in the upcoming fight against Queen Goma. See those eggs up there? You walk into the room, they'll fall and hatch into enemies, but you can actually shoot them while they're in the air and not kill them before they do that. And the thing is, their hitbox is actually the point where they contact the wall, the ceiling rather. So you're going to aim a little bit above where you think they are, and you can just take care of them early. Easier. Takes a second, so it really just depends how much of a hurry you're in. But once they fall, they hatch, and it's a whole big thing. Like, So this here secret requires bombs. We don't have bombs. You can come back here later, though. And we're actually close to being done with Deku Tree already. It's very not a long area. Like, I've been like hanging around, running laps around Kokiri Forest, just went into the maze for a bit. Because I'm not trying to be impressive, I'm just, we're here to have some fun. I've been wanting to go back and play some of these nostalgic Nintendo 64 games from my youth. And I'm glad I am. It's fun for me. It really is. The Kokiri as a race are just really interesting to me. Because between this and Wind Waker, they like metamorphosed into, they went from little elf children to little tree people. But the forest itself is really interesting. I like the music. I really do. Alright, here we are. Because, in fantasy, the idea of a race of beings that, is perpetually children is not new. Like, Zelda didn't invent that. But, like, I still think it's a game freezing. Game, are you alright? Are you... Hold up. Game? And then we beat Zelda. It's not even saying it's frozen. What's up? Like, the program didn't freeze. Like, hold on. Because, like, yeah, see, like, I can still, like, the program's responding. Just... Well, this is very unfortunate. If I like if I died, I could just start at the beginning of the play. Really? Well, let me make a save state and bring the game back up, I guess. Yeah, let's hope that was just, maybe if I bring it back up. Right. Okay, that does make sense. I should just take it out and blow on it. It'll probably start working. I was talking to Big about that recently, like in regards to, I'm not going to say we don't have it better now with modern technology, because like I can play any game I want to at any moment in time. Just download and play it. But back in the day, there were a few quirks in regards to video games that were just, I miss. Like, your game's not working, you take it out and you blow in the cartridge. That was just like, you can't recreate that. That's just lost to time now. Like, hold on, bringing the game back up. Like you had to turn the TV to channel 3 to play your video game. Oh god. Back in the day, alright. Really? I went through all that effort to resize the screen and you're just gonna do that? That's what I hate about RetroArch. It just like forces the game to resize itself. Okay. Well, first let's see. The music's playing. Why is it frozen this hard? What happened to you? My god, how did that happen? How did the game freeze that hard? I closed the program. What? That is very broken. Okay, well, we're starting over. Yeah, I went through all of Mario 64 on this. Didn't have any problems with that at all. I recognize Zelda is a much bigger game. And it's more strenuous on the system. But that's the thing, the program didn't freeze. Like, it shouldn't matter. If my computer can handle the game, it shouldn't be any different. Like, I'm just like, it's just very weird to me how it froze like that. That's a question mark for me. Well, we'll just call that, that's we're just gonna, I mean, sometimes it be like that. Saria, blaming you. Why do you have green hair? Everyone else has blonde hair. Well, what I'll do is I'll just periodically make save states. That way, in case it freezes, I can just dip back to the previous one. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, hopefully. It really just depends because, okay, I've already got 32 money. Do I have my... And I already have my sword, hold on. So I did save the game at some point. Okay, that's cool. I guess I wasn't even paying attention, but I did save the game. So we are actually about to start up Deku Tree. That's alright, cool. I'm less upset then. But yeah, if I save regularly, it shouldn't be an issue. Like, that's fine. Yeah, you gotta inflate the games. Little Boss Gaming, good morning. Appreciate you for the corgi. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, but like, if the program crashed, that I would completely understand that. But it didn't. So I'm just like, it's a big question mark for me because like, Nintendo 64 games are notoriously difficult to emulate, like full stop, they're just irritating. For the longest time, it was just about impossible to emulate them well. You could do it, but they would be constantly freezing, there'd be constant graphical errors going on. Like, you would, like, I was doing, Ocarina of Time on the emulator I put onto my Wii. And if you use the lens of truth, the entire screen would just turn lime green. Just weird stuff like that. Ocarina of Time, I tried doing that, and the vine textures on walls that you climb, as soon as you start climbing them, they would just slide around the screen. It was anarchy and chaos. So like, I'm not 100% surprised. The thing that throws me off though is like, if it froze, the emulator itself should be the thing freezing. It's just like, I know it's still possible, it's just a very strange thing to have happen. I'm kind of curious to know what happened technically inside the game for that to happen. Cause like I was kind of thinking it might have just like lagged really hard and like took it a bit, which is understandable, but no, it was just gone. So that's weird. Yeah, I'm gonna just periodically make save states. Don't think any less of me. I'm not doing it to like cheese and redo stuff. I'm just like, now it needs to be a precaution. But no, before this emulator, because this emulator's been nothing but kind to me. I've never had a single problem with this emulator, actually. But we didn't have very good options in regards to Nintendo 64 emulators. So the best one in the market, like huge errors. And I'd play Banjo-Kazooie on it. And Treasure Trove Cove, I think, the beach pirate level. I think that's what it's called. Froze constantly. Just every few minutes it would just freeze. To the point where like it was just about like you could not get 100 notes in that level. It was just impossible to be in that level that long. HD texture packs. I know they made a 3DS remake, didn't they, of this? I know they did Ocarina, Majora's Mask. I don't think I am actually, because the biggest reason I'm doing this is because it's nostalgic for me. Like this is, if I could point out exactly one thing to represent my childhood, this game. More than anything else I enjoyed or played or watched. 8 people I knew. 8 comma people I knew. This game. So like, the look is part of it. That being said, like the modding community for Mario 64 is massive. I don't know what all mods, like I've never heard of mods for this game, but I'd be shocked if there weren't some. Just don't know how good they would be. On a technical level, this game is much more demanding from the system, and also it is stupidly easy to break this game. Whereas like Mario 64, if you get outside the boundaries of where you're supposed to be, it still functions normally. This thing, if you go outside of your intended area, even a little bit, you'll fall through the world. You will just end up in limbo. Things stop working very quickly in this game. Right. It really just depends, because I'm always in the market to, hold on. I'm always in the market to play new games. I love testing stuff. Hold on. My family's stopping at the store for me. I'm on their way home. I had to say thank you. There we go. Nearly out of sleeping pills. And I don't drive. So they are saving my life. I am hopefully going to be able to hit you guys with some Zelda lore and trivia as I go through this, the same way I used to do that with like Isaac and stuff. Because at this point in time, like Big, you know everything I know about Isaac, probably. I've been like just talking at you about information for a long time. And I think I've told you everything by now. Probably. Zelda though, there's a lot of like little lore and detail. Easter eggs and trivia that I think is really interesting, but if you need to tell me to shut up, I will. Just, I won't take it personally if you tell me to shut up. So periodically, that pops up for you, right? Like when I make a save state, that does pop up for you. Hold on. Right. Okay, it does. Cool. So yeah, but you'll see that pop up frequently because I'm just going to keep hitting that button in case it freezes. Stream of consciousness. That's one of my, oh god, that's one of my favorite things in the world. in writing, that's just my favorite. That's entirely how I write stories. Oh god, I don't know if I ever told you about the story I'm writing. But it's largely to do with that because the main character, Helm, suffers from mental health issues. And they don't exactly, things they experience are not exactly what's actually happening. But it's really interesting storytelling. For me it is. I'm allowed to. I've got mental health issues. I'm allowed to do it, okay? Don't shame me about it. Okay. Hey, appreciate you for that. God, I love Handsome Beast so much. I'm so pleased with how he turned out because right after Mountain Horse made it, it was very frustrating because I was about certain we would not be able to upload it. With how fine the details on the face are, it was very iffy about whether or not that was actually going to be able to happen. But now with a little bit of tweaking and a lot of people nowadays, their phones have such good resolution. That really just saved us because you need a good bit of detail on those emotes, and they don't give you much room to work with. Very happy about Handsome Bee. Still got that empty emote slot. I don't know. I do not know. Also, Jackson, I love you. You're wonderful, and you let me know if you ever need something. All right. Oh, what's that? Hold on. Oh my God, that's your emote. Oh Jesus, I love that. That's an olive emote. Oh my God, that's wonderful. My heart is so full right now. That is fantastic. I remember you saying you hit affiliate. I was expecting emotes. For whatever reason, I didn't think they'd be olive, and that is just my fault, because that's, yeah. Oh, man. That is adorable. She really does. If we ever do a fundraiser, I'll do a Pets of the Hive calendar. And we can put Olive in there. Olive, Jackson, Evie, mine. How long have they been going for? Because at least with mine, it never took longer than 24 hours, and that was like the longest. Most of them were only like a few hours. They were very quick about it. I was genuinely surprised because I've heard they could take a few days. But for mine, it's only ever been like that. They're very quick about it. And besides that, the good news, if you're affiliate for I think it's 60 days and you haven't had a violation, like content violation, they let you upload them immediately. Like you just put them on and they're just ready to go at that instant. Really? Did they tell you for what purpose? Because I didn't picture you as the kind of person to I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't know what they'd be rejected for. You seem very not I don't know. Like what I'm trying to say is, in my mind, they would only ever get rejected for being like inappropriate, and I just cannot picture you doing that. Gotcha, right. What am I doing? My best. Okay, so that's the problem. We need a stick, right? Yes, need a stick. My brain is just... Okay, yeah, that's reasonable. How do you format your pictures out of curiosity, because I may be able to recommend a program that's just makes the whole thing so much easier. Like, I was dreading having to make my pictures into transparencies and changing the size and everything. It was very straightforward. Did I just do that again? Did I just do, okay, we got one. Okay. I mean, you're also probably a lot niftier with that than I am. I'm very bad with computer stuff. Very bad with art. So, and I use a program called GIMP, and it is very, very nice. Like, I'm bad with arts, and it's just, makes everything so easy. Like, I made, hold on. I made, let's see, this one, that one. Well, I mean, not so much that one. So, like, it doesn't really matter. Most of the emotes, like Mountain Horse and I both made emotes. I made some of them, she made most of them. But the ones I made were just used exclusively through that program, and it didn't require any work at all on my part because, like, yeah, I'm very bad at stuff. I didn't have to actually do any art. There's just, like, options to adjust things, and it made it so much easier. Gotcha. So, I mean, yeah. So, right, you would know. I'm very bad with. For whatever reason, this game it just is not cooperating. If it's gonna freeze this constantly, I'm gonna play something else. Actually. It could be a couple things. I may just need a different core to run the game. I may just need a different ROM of the game. Either way. One or the other. It's fine. I will. I mean, it's still early. I'm going to play something else. Actually, you know what? I think I already have one brought up. I was doing my series of really bad games, and I believe I have one ready. I just didn't have my emulator ready at the time. So let's see. But no, we messed around with Photoshop a little bit when I was still in school, and I could not handle it. It was just well above me. GIMP dumbs it down for me enough where I can actually understand it, though. Alright, yeah. So, let's see. I should already have it ready. Maybe? Yes, cool. Okay, so... God. Hoping this one works. This is gonna be something. Alright, we're doing an unplanned episode of Hurting. If it'll run, we'll see. I was having problems with this before just because, like I said, the Nintendo 64 itself is very weird. Is it going to let me play? Because I may need to download like a... Nope, it'll let me play. Thank goodness for that. Nintendo 64 Castlevania. This one is famously bad. Do need to adjust the window size some more though. But I mean, you've seen my emotes. It's nothing like, it's no Sistine Chapel, okay? I just kind of like derp around a little bit, and it's just enough tools for me to derp around a little bit. B, every time we talk, I learn something impressive about you, and it's just like interesting. Man, look at that moon. Look at them graphics. Call that parallax scrolling. Yeah, this game is famously bad. When I said before, this is the time when video games jumped to 3D, and very few of them did it well. So, so Mario 64, Ocarina of Time. Those are probably the two best examples. Star Fox did it, but Star Fox was already pseudo 3D. Well, I mean it was 3D. Most games didn't. Earthworm Jim tried 3D, bombed. This, no. Just every company was trying to make 3D games now, and they were all just so bad. Anywho, bad. That's enough for the backstory. Yeah, Earthworm Jim for Nintendo 64 is also on my bad game list. I was gonna say let's do easy because I'm not normal, but that would imply I'm easy and this is a family friendly business, and I don't know. I do need to bring up my graphic though if we're doing an unscheduled hurting. Hold on. I'm going to bring up my graphic and I'm going to adjust my title, so give me a moment. Oh god. God, I can't remember which one this is called. Oh god. I like how Twitch automatically tags it as a action platformer. Like, alright, if you say so. I disagree. I mean, I'd hardly call it a game, but here we are. I'm being mean. You know, it might be really good. Let's not judge a book by its cover. Let's check this out. There we go. Reinhardt, Carrie. Carrie, it looks better with a bow than Reinhardt would. And I don't know that for a fact because Reinhardt's not wearing one. But I'm trying to visualize that bow on him, and she pulls it off better. So we're going to pick her. That's my criteria for selecting characters. But this game's actually interesting in that
in the mid-19th century,
it's about the only Castlevania game without a Belmont in
this
it.
time of peace and plenty,
In the midst
no
of...
one foresees the return
I'll probably
of
get in a
ancient
moment.
horrors. But the old legends live, and soon the land will again be plunged into darkness.
Right, I'm going to skip that. Essentially, the plot of every Castlevania game is every 100 years, Dracula is revived and the world falls into darkness and there's anarchy and chaos and somebody needs to stop him. Typically, it's a Belmont. Full circle. Belmonts aren't always the main character, but they're always there. Symphony of the Night, you play as Alucard. There's still a Belmont in that game. Aria of Sorrow, you play as Soma Cruz. There's still a Belmont in that game. This one, it's just Carrie and Reinhardt. My god, she's got a range attack. Oh god, look at her. Like, I understand it's a platformer, so she has to be able to jump, but my god, look at that. Look at that vertical leap. Shaq would be ashamed of himself. Look at her. Okay, anywho. Buttons. Do you just have a melee attack? Hold on. For what purpose? You have a look. Okay, so the weirdest thing about that attack is it's C left. And C down and C right don't do anything. C up looks. So They made the melee attack C left. Oh, she can charge this thing up. Hold on. Love it already. Great game. 10 out of 10. IGN's best game of ever. Well, I mean that's just a bad sign. That's just an indicator that we shouldn't be going this way. Yeah, this is I mean probably for good reason. This is a bad game. This is a famously bad game. Well, this thing isn't going to come to life, right? It is. Even if you're familiar with the Castlevania series, the franchise, even if you're a fan of the franchise, I've never seen anything resembling love for this game. Ooh. Something that funny just catches you off guard. Ooh. Yeah, this is like I said, this age in gaming ripe for bad games because the new technology, everyone was wanting to do the cool 3D game and nobody knew how, so that stuff like this happened. Okay, so that is an actual attack. I was worried it was like a can I grab it? How grab? How grab? Actually, how grab? But I wanted that. Grab. Can I accept the money? Oh my god. Okay, so there's just no way to grab stuff. Alright. Buddy, I'm trying to learn the buttons. Could you knock it off? Oh my god, this is... These skeletons be going. Oh my god. Wait, no. You push start to bring up the menu. You can't push start to leave the menu. You actually have to scroll down to back. Why? For what purpose? Okay, so the thing about her having a ranged attack, enemies are as fast as I am. I can't get away from them to use it. So it's less of a range attack and more of, can you, that one's shiny, can I have, give me the, there's only so many buttons on a Nintendo 64 controller. Alright, well, we're off to a good start. You know, if this was fun, we wouldn't be here. This is, we play these games to torture myself, so mission accomplished. You know, who needs loot? We're going in a castle. I doubt there will even be any hot dog vendors. Why do you need loot if you're not going to buy a hot dog? You know what I'm saying? Can I get in the door? Oh, I am really happy about this, though. Watch this. Is she going to do it? Are you going to... Yeah! She can slide. She's like she's playing baseball. Look at this. I don't know if it has a practical use, but I love that so much. Safe. Alright. Ah. So... this door has to open, yeah? Oh, God. What? I've got nothing but questions. The fun thing, when you open up this menu, you have to scroll back to leave. If you do it fast enough, you could absolutely hit quit instead. Let's see what happens if you hit quit. Is it going to ask me? Yeah, okay, yeah. It asks you first. Still annoying. Who puts quit in the middle of the menu? Shouldn't it be at the bottom where you won't act? You know what? We're just going to figure out how to open this door. Hey, dead body, you got a key or something? Probably not. That'd require me knowing how to pick stuff up. Hold on. I need to do something. I apologize, you guys. I don't mean to stop the game again, but I need to demonstrate something for you guys. I need you to be able to... I need to bring up a visual aid for you. I know each of you has probably already seen a Nintendo 64 controller, but I need to show you a visual aid. I feel like that's fair. So, give me just one moment. God, the beast is... I love the Nintendo 64 controller. For real, I do. People bash it. I love it. That being said, this is bonkers. This is... I've never seen a game do something like this. Okay, hold on. So... Can you just... I love OBS. I need to not complain about OBS. It is my savior. OBS is like, I don't care that you're bad at everything. I'm going to do this for you. Okay, Nintendo 64 controller. Right, yes, right there. That's the one. So, A is jump, blue button's jump, green button, fireball, right. The left yellow button is my melee attack. The right yellow button interacts with things. That's so weird. That is... In my life, I never expected that. That just throws me way off. You know what? Maybe C right is going to be the pick up money button. Let's try that. Oh, you know what? I'm kind of glad. Yeah, like I gotta look to see who made this game, because if they've never made a video game before this, that I'll give them a pass. But unless that's the case, then no. Okay, so let's see if we can open the door. Like, okay, that's what does things. Okay, so like that's what I mean. Back in this time, it was the pioneering days. No one had any idea what they were doing. So there's so many bad games out there. By the Central Crest. That would do it. So this is just fantastic for me, because I'm out here trying to find bad games. The thing is, I don't know if it's going to be as bad as like the other ones on my list. Right, like at this point I'm kind of wanting to be Reinhardt, because her range attack doesn't really do anything, does it? Can you climb? You can climb. I genuinely wasn't expecting that. Okay, cool. Okay. I mean, all joking aside, that's actually, yeah, I like that. The trees grew back, that's cool. I do not know where to go, so let's go. You know, how did we even get here if there's no exit? Actually, the trees are, you know, it's fine. So, we've reached a roadblock. Can I shoot while I'm in the air? Guys, we're figuring it out. Guys, we're already halfway. Jesus! I mean, say what you want. That genuinely scared me. I was not expecting that. And isn't that kind of the point here? I wish she would lock onto stuff. I feel like this skeleton has probably more health than is necessary. Oh, you know, we're still hitting him a good bit. I wish I could hit him from ground level, though. That is... Did he just run away? Okay. I think we won. Yeah. I mean... I really wish it gave you an option to lock onto things, because she just keeps missing. Well, to some extent, because like I know my aim isn't that good, and she is hitting the skeleton still, even if I'm not exactly facing him. So kinda, it's just like she'll lock onto stuff. It's just you can't choose what she locks onto, so she'll just hit the regular enemies. Yeah, so they're exactly as fast as I am. It's so irritating. You know, it's the little things. How far are you gonna send me back? Really? You know? Let me just check. Just do the bodies. Nah. What a weird way to phrase it. You ever bump into a dead body and you're like, he has breathed his last. There's the funny skeleton again. That one's funny. That one behind the door, like genuinely, I'm not gonna bash this game just to bash it. Compliments where they're due. That one was actually exciting. Um, like you open the big door, so once the door is open, you're all of a sudden in the open. There's a lot of space around you, so like opening the door, having that big thing in front of you being exposed like you are, that was genuinely a good scary moment, I feel. So that's nice. It's just bad that the combat in this game is garbage. You know what? I'm just gonna. Okay, that does in fact pick up things, right? Okay, so the C right button does everything, right? If they're gonna be right in my face, can I just hit them with these frisbees? Get back here, you. The visual of that skeleton jogging away from me as I try to smack him with a frisbee. Oh God. Ooh, it's gonna be a long one today, buddy. I'm having a hard time taking these guys seriously. Okay. Still raining. Do I need to inspect the body to make it stop? Or. Because last time it stopped, right? Or did I have to open the door first? Okay. Alright, let's charge up this thing. How is that not hitting him? Is he just like too far away? God, I hate that. Okay, so. I mean, okay. Power ups. We've got power ups, we've got special attacks. And if you charge up the shot, it actually, like, I was going to complain about how much health he had. But if you hit him with a fully charged thing, yeah, it's not that bad. Okay. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm still not having fun, but I'm finding some good here. And that is actually disappointing. Because it's not what I want here. That's not why we're here. We're not here to have fun. So, okay, I just noticed after I got that power up, my thing turned purple. And I believe it homes in more now. Like, it seemed like it was homing more, right? So that's the thing, though. You fall off this cliff, you gotta do that entire bit over again. It doesn't just set you back where you were. And that's evil, so I'm making a save state. We're here to test out this awful game. Not fight a skeleton over and over again. She does, like, she jumps like she's on the moon, if nothing else, so it's, like, very easy to platform. Okay, so there is a crosshair on them, it's just you can't, as far as I know, you can't move it around. Yeah. So it'll let you know what you're going to be targeting, it just doesn't give you a way to change it. Power it up again, now it's green. Okay. I mean, if you're going to keep letting me power up my attack, yeah. Okay. I hate her lack of a melee attack, but besides that, this actually isn't that bad. And that's very disappointing. You know what? It could still get worse. We gotta hold out hope. Okay, so they spawn indefinitely. Okay, let's get out of here. It could get worse. We gotta believe. What are you? Actually, what are you? I can't interact with you. Huh. Yeah, so as strong as I am, now that I can kill them with one shot, it makes this whole thing a lot easier. I say a lot easier. And then I can't even kill them with one shot. Okay, well. The charged up one, though, keeps going until it runs out of power, so, like, you can take out multiple of them. Okay, so that's not the way we're meant to go. Right, we're going this way. Wait, hold on. What are you? Route. You know? Keep it simple. Route. I think they just spawn indefinitely, and as far as I know, they don't have a range attack, so I'm just going to run around. I guess that's where we came from. Actually, is that where we came from? No, that is not where we came from. Okay, well, before we go over there, let's finish checking out this area. These certainly seem like there'd be something in there, don't they? But it looks like they're just decoration. Hold on, what are you? Right. Decoration. Okay, yeah, these don't seem to have any purpose. They're just here. Okay, well, you know, not everything has to have a purpose. I don't. You keep me around. Okay, well. Ah, bats. Oh god, they think I'm fruit. It's my fault for dressing like a kiwi. Oh, melon would have been funnier, wouldn't it? Oh. Okay. We did it, team. So... Okay. I really think we're missing stuff here. What is happening? Okay, so there's my knife throwing. But I can't interact with that in any way. Hold on. Oh. I'm an idiot. Okay. Whoa, you're new. First of all, it won't let me leave. Okay, well. Oh, you're also scary. I gotta say, that fully charged this thing. Oh man, that packs a wallop. Okay, you can't pick up stuff in combat, which is very not pleasant because, yep, it just despawned. Okay, well, you know, you can't pick it up while you're in combat, and it disappears. It seems like either that or I'm already fully upgraded, maybe. That might be it. Curious to see how you heal in this game. Oh, you're blue. Okay. Was it? Okay. Well, I mean, if nothing else, we got a bunch of money. We should leave. I don't know, that just kills me. The visual of a skeleton running away from me, jogging at a brisk pace away from me, and I'm trying to smack it with a frisbee. That is just... That's wonderful. Ouch. Hold on. Important update. Come here, sweetheart. Hey. Ellie came over. So, hey, Ellie. She's being sweet. Give me a moment. Gotta pet my daughter. You got it unhooked from my shirt, ma'am. Oh, there we go. Apologize, she's cute, and I had to take a Ellie's cute break. All right, we back at it. Can I... What? Okay, so it seems like I can interact with things during combat. Maybe I'm just fully upgraded already. Actually, well, let's look at these. Oh, it didn't say roast chicken. We checked the plaque and it gave us a roasted chicken. That makes sense. Wait, can I just change the buttons? Are you gonna let me? Options. Okay, hold on. Jump, attack, collect items. No matter what you do, C right is just gonna be collect items. What else? Oh, just stop. Stop. Just stop. Alright, that does explain how we heal. So that answers that question for me. Cool.
Oh, no, not the beast! Not the beast!
Thank you. It's important. Not the bees. So what is the deal with that crystal? Because I can't interact with it, and it's bugging me. So, like, the irritating bit here is they just spawn indefinitely. I don't have a chance to, like, search the area and find stuff. It's just like, no, they're just going to keep spawning. To the point where, like, why even bother killing them? I'm not getting experience for this. Alright, so... What about here? No? Where go? Hold on. Well, you know, not many people know this about skeletons, but they explode. Okay, this is new. This is... Oh, Jesus! I didn't do that. nothing else, that lets us know where we need to go. This was really not meant to be a platformer. I'm gonna make another save state because I'm assuming if I fall off this, we're just gonna test, just so we know. Is it gonna start me back at the beginning of the game? Certainly seems like it. It does. That's messed up. Oh God. Oh my lord, I barely tapped the button. Hold on. Yeah, this isn't ridiculous at all. She didn't just straight up die. She didn't just. It didn't fade to black that time. We had to watch her drown. What was different about that time? Okay. This is just very God, what's the word? Bad. It's very bad. Where do we go now? Can't move the camera. Oh, I can look though, can I? Can I? I can. Okay, so wait. Why go down here? Are you gonna let me swim now? Is that the thing? No. So why? Why? What is this? Is that just like that? So it's making me think these steps are a way out in case you fall in the water. But that being said, if you fall from here, you just die instantly. Like, you don't even make it to the water. Like, she didn't swim, she fell and died. She didn't do the drowning animation, it was just death. And besides that, like, hopping into the water from just out of the water, we died in like half a second. Ah, God, I don't understand. Who are you? Hey, buddy, you okay? Want some McDonald's? Just get out of my face. Just knock it off. Yeah, that homing attack though, man. Okay. Axe time. Oh God. Hashtag hurting is right. So like, can I even activate the switch while you're here? Because I'm trying. There we go. Okay. So did it make a bridge for me down there? Is that what's going on? Oh, are we just like required to cross down there now? Is that the entire purpose of this? Because it's very irritating. Like, why? Are we gonna go down river or? Whoa, okay. You see how like you tap the button and she launches off platforms. Wow. Oh my God. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day. And it takes two to tango. So you guys are just optional, right? Funny. And the other one just jumped off too. Okay, so if nothing else, these skeletons are hilarious. Save state. Hold on. There's no way that jump's possible. I refuse. What? No bones about it, Big. Okay, so what do I want me to do here? I don't have a double jump. You see how... Okay, so like between how hard this jump is to manage, the fact that if you mess up, they make you start all the way back at the beginning before the boss fight. One sec. Alright, I feel bad for taking off. My family just came back, so I'm bringing Miles over. Peace offering. Hi. Miles, you're being an internet celebrity. Hey, sweetie. He's really sweet. Moonstone, good morning. How are you today? Had to go talk to my mother about something, and Miles wanted to snuggle. He's a sweetheart. Oh, right, this thing that we were doing. This ridiculous jump. Okay, well. No, stop. Go lay down. Go, both of you. So, I feel like I need to reiterate though. If she jumps like a flea, and if you hit that water, you're starting the entire game over. Battle up. Sweetie. Oh, she's trying to be cute, but she just dug her claws into my leg. Wow. No! I made a save state instead of loading the save state. Well, bird in the hand's worth two in the bush. All right, now let's start this game over. You know what? Actually, no. I'm gonna go back, and we're gonna try Reinhardt because maybe he's better. Maybe I'm gonna try Reinhardt, and we're gonna do this on easy because maybe on easy mode, it's easier to control. Okay, so who's this guy with the violin? Because actually, now that we've played the game, he's not a character. Hold on. Konami, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Oh. Reinhardt, just be better.
Transylvania, in the mid...
Don't you dare dialogue at me.
Courage. Don't leave me.
Didn't catch what he said, but something about courage. Okay, Reinhardt's got a whip, you know, that seems pretty straightforward. And a sword. That is so much more useful. Okay, can I alternate those buttons? Because I don't want to hit C left every time to use my sword. Because on this controller, the C buttons are a stick. So you need to move the right stick to the left to attack, and that's not ideal. We're going to see if we can switch that. So, attack 2 is what we want. Attack 2, still left. Attack 2, B. So, what's attack 1 at that point? Whip. Sure. This seems to be what we want. So now, sword, whip. Okay. This is actually much better. Okay, I like this, yeah. Because Carrie had a range attack, but you were always going to be surrounded by stuff, like right in your face. So it didn't help. I don't know, her thing had a homing property, but like it was also just very hard to use. Like, whether or not your attack hits stuff is luck, and that's probably not good. I mean, you know. Okay. That doesn't ever stop being funny. You ever have a skeleton rise from the grave and attack you, and then he just starts jogging away? Oh, God. So... does that make the... I feel like that made the whip longer, right? It seems like it. I wasn't paying that much attention. See, the thing is, Miles is on my desk being cute, but I know any second now he's just going to attack my mouse and then climb on my keyboard and delete all of my computer. He has a way of climbing on my keyboard and doing things I didn't even know was possible to do. Would you look at those shoulder pads, though? Reinhardt, buddy. The 80s called. I don't know if that joke makes sense. Get back here, you walnut. How do I have 90? Oh, I'm on easy, so I've got 99 ammunition for my weapon. That's nice. Reinhardt, you know, if you'd stop, that wasn't even hurting him. You know, Reinhardt, if you would stop throwing the axes, you could just keep one. You could use one over and over again. Axes, you know, you can reuse an axe. They're not disposable. There's a war going on, Reinhardt. You need to do your part. We just okay. So like, when your giant skeleton monster runs away from you, I feel like that mitigates some of his scare power. my god, why is this more difficult on easy mode? How am I not hitting him? How am I not hitting him? Oh, the hitboxes in this game are suggestion. Okay. Jump and swing, right. His legs, you know, you'd think you could just take out his legs? Nah. You gotta hit him in the pelvis. You know how in actual sword fights you'll see the duelist jumping around? So at the very least they got that part right. Isn't the whole point of like having undead monsters that they're not scared of dying because they are dead? Right. It's why you don't see a zombie run away from you. Skeleton enemies. Seeing a skeleton run away from you, that should not be a thing, right? Is that weird to anyone else? Am I just losing my mind? Or is that odd? Like he wants to survive to get home to his wife and kids. He wants to, like, he's got to get to the store, so he really just needed to take off. He lost track of time. Like, for what purpose would a skeleton run away from you? Okay. Oh. Hold on, where's that, chicken? There was a chicken and I need it. Okay. Okay, so there's the sign that says route. Okay, where is you know what, I don't know. We're just gonna keep going. Hold on. Okay, I'm curious because my axes got refilled, and I'm not sure if that's because we won the boss fight, or I was thinking maybe they refill slowly over time, but that doesn't seem to be the case either. That bat was carrying a bag of 300 coin. I know it's a video game thing, and that's just how they are, and like, I shouldn't question it, but it's still dumb. Like you're playing an RPG and you kill a giant eyeball and it drops a ham. You've got questions. Okay, so the whip just does multiple times more damage. Okay, well, maybe that's what I was doing wrong. Because the sword, yeah, the sword doesn't cut it. Sword doesn't do the job. Yeah. Miles, come on. Go. Oh, God. In case you're just now joining us, if you push start, the pause, the menu comes up. You can't push start to leave the menu. You actually have to scroll down to back. Select back. Just don't. Oh my god, alright. Yeah. Really? Can Reinhardt do the thing where he... Okay, so he doesn't fall on his face, he actually does a slide. Okay, well. Still don't know what those do. Hey, you guys, we found the chicken. You're like, bees, what chicken? You read this plaque, it gives you a chicken. Just don't. Alright, well, you know. Buddy, knock it off. Yeah. Okay, so he goes faster if he keeps jumping. This is, silly, but okay, yeah, we're moving faster doing this. Look at that. Like, significantly faster. Wow. And he isn't, like, prone to just, like, launching off the map like, some people I could mention. Ah. Okay, so they just keep... I don't know why I keep attacking the skeletons, because, like... They just respawn anyway, so, like, there's really no purpose. You know, you buy that many chickens, you gotta store them somewhere. So I guess that makes sense. They're putting them in all of the plaques and fountains and stuff. Reinhardt, please be better than Carrie. I mean, he can't jump as far and he's slower, which in a sick way makes him easier to handle. Like, she was so fast, she would just, like, fling herself off of a platform. Okay. Guys, we're technically further than we ever have been. Okay. Okay. Progress has been made. Okay, we're making progress. Does he not collect gold, or have I not found any gold? Hold on. Or is easy mode gold is not required? Because didn't I just find a bag of 300 coins? I made a joke about a bat dropping 300 coins, right? So I gotta think money just isn't required in easy mode, right? That's my theory. Okay, I mean, that's... we'll see. Oh god, just... I forgot if we jump, we go faster, right? Because it makes no sense, if we're being fair. I don't know that I can cross that gap, so maybe that's not where we go yet. Okay, okay. Cross the gap, hit another lever, right. So far, the game is infinitely spawning skeletons and just pulling levers. Terrible platforming and skeletons, right. I mean, you know, if it works, it works. Don't mess with perfection, you know? Like, you don't want to screw up the formula. Okay, so yeah, money, right. So money just isn't a thing on easy mode. Whoa! Don't know what you are. It's scary, though. Oh my god. Okay, I'm assuming you're like a werewolf? Buddy, stop it. My god. Why am I still picking up money? Are you going to give me another chicken? Because I really wish you would give me another chicken. It gave me what I asked for. I don't know why I'm so upset. So is that just a thing I don't know about? Because he reaches inside of the statue every time. So, like, is that a thing in the real world? The foundations of statues are just made out of chickens? Because I'm going to be honest. At this point, I would believe it, but I'm still surprised. You know? These skeletons. God, I hate this so much. Really. Okay, so like, that's the thing. If I go down there, I don't know that I'm supposed to go down there because last time I didn't have to either. Make a save state. Okay, so... Hey guys, we found the fifth lever.
Hey Miles. Come here, sir.
Miles is being cute. I love him. He yells at me sometimes. Still cute. You know what I love? I love that it asks. So you come up to the switch and you push the interact button, and the game asks, do you want to flip the switch? Actually, you know what? No. What would you do if I said no? I mean, you know what I mean? Why does it ask? I don't have an option. It just requires one more button push. Miles? Okay, Miles, stop. I'm beginning to think you jump up here just so you can attack my stuff because you need to knock it off. Oh, I love him dearly. Like, oh, hold on. Oh, man. Reinhardt's got moves. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Reinhardt, get it. And then you... Why? Why am I laughing? I'm tired. This game broke me. Alright. Okay. How do I move the camera again? Is there a camera moving button? Can I move the camera? I would take a bullet for Miles. He's driving me insane right now. I push him off my desk. He jumps back up. Push him off my desk. He jumps back up. What are we going to do? You know, for real though, Reinhardt does have some slick moves. It's just so dumb, like, the fact that they give you the option. Like... Honestly, it's the equivalent of playing Zelda, and at the beginning of the game, just text pops up and straight up asks you, you want to save Hyrule? Yes or no? No? Okay then. Game turns off. So the thing is, they also can't turn directly behind him. You see, he has to actually turn. It takes space. And he can't grab a ledge if he jumps and it's behind him. So you need to make that turn, but he handles like a tank. So moving around on a platform this size is actually difficult for him. He's very unreliable in regards to actually grabbing onto stuff. Oh my god. What? Nope, nope. Alright. Good lord. I just... Oh, progress has been made, right? I need to remember to keep making save states. Because, yeah, if you die, you start the whole game over. And I know it says mission, so at some point I'm assuming we'll bump into a checkpoint where we'll go there. But we're still pretty far in the game. I fought the giant skeleton. I've hit like 6 levers. And yet, if we die, it still sends me back to the beginning of the game. Very picky in regards to checkpoints. Hold on. Let me test something. We're going to do some science. Hold up. I selected easy mode this time. I'm going to give the game the benefit of the doubt and say that it was only doing that because we were on hard mode. Easy mode, maybe it'll respawn us. Let's test that. Actually, didn't we... Yeah, let's test that, yeah. You know, maybe I'm making a big deal out of nothing. Maybe it's my fault. Let's find out. Okay. Okay, we hit the lever, right? I have to now figure out what that opened, because that gate's not open. So... like, yeah, just how difficult it is to get this guy to turn around. He handles so poorly. Okay, so... hit the lever down there. No platforms here, right. Just, I want to get my bearings. So we are walking away from where the lever was. Because it stands to reason the gate we opened would be somewhere around here. And it wasn't that one. So... what's this thing? Probably nothing, because most of, like, every building we bump into so far is just nothing. Hold on. Dracula, you here? Dracula? Does this accomplish anything, or is it just for fun? Because honestly, I don't mind just having stuff for fun, but I need to know if this actually does anything. Well, you know, Reinhardt, maybe knock it off. Can I not? Can I just not get up there again? There we go. What? We found a tarot card for what? Why? Powerful magic moves time forward to sunrise. I've got to think that's going to be useful, right? So, the implication being this game has a day-night mechanic. Oh my god, that thing in the top left is a clock. The hands are blue and red, and it made me think it was a compass. Why are the hands of the... Tell me that thing on the top left does not look like a compass. It just... the hands are blue and red. And they're very like, there's so much pointier that... just... fine. Alright, there's a clock. Right. Getting yelled at again, 1 sec. What's up?
I'm out back.
Hi. He's a sweetheart. Gets on my nerves. Just total sweetheart, though.
Cutie bug.
Alright, okay, so what was I complaining about next? Right, there's a day-night mechanic, which is just, I've got to think nighttime is more dangerous in the Castlevania world, so now we can turn it daytime. This gate here didn't open, so, okay, this is the one we were in, right? So, wasn't there another one? No? So, did we hit that lever, right? Right? Am I bugging? Is this the one that opened? Oh, God, I don't know. Because this is where we came from, right? No? So, what's in these? Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Um, that gate is open. Maybe let's look in there. That's the thing. They made the door. The door we opened is so far away from the lever. I'm not sure if that's like a new gate or not. It's all just identical levers and identical gates and skeletons, and I do not. Spatially, I'm just very lost. It's all just respawning skeletons and levers. Oh, hey, this one is new. Okay, well, we got there. Another lever. Shock and awe. I'm surprised. And 6:08 a.m. So yeah, so the skeletons aren't spawning. So Hyrule Field from Ocarina of Time. Really? Okay, well, there goes that. I was gonna say maybe like at daytime the enemies just don't spawn. That's the benefit of that. But no, that's apparently not a thing either. So are the enemies just like weaker? This way? I do believe. No, that's the first, that's the spot with the first chicken I got. Am I going backwards? Everything is just so similar. It's all just gates and switches. Okay, we're getting further in because I remember this going past this in this direction. There's that. So we go over here then. Yes, okay. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. That one gate we walked past, I'm going to guess that it's open now. Because it better be. Or I'll just be really sad and not do anything about it. Because what would I do? Okay, that's where the lever was. So this is the gate. Is the gate now open? It is. It would certainly help if it would like show the gate that opens when you hit the lever instead of just You flip the lever and gas. You know, sometimes you just know when there's going to be a boss encounter, you know? Like look at this. Tell me there's not going to be a boss in here. I remember you. You think you're ready for anything? You think you've prepared yourself emotionally? I promise you've never had a skeleton ride a motorcycle at you. You know? It really does undercut the boss's menace when he shows up, he climbs out of the water, and he's just big and scary. And the first thing he does, he just starts running away from you. Buddy, if you didn't want to fight me, why'd you show back up? You ambushed me. And you'll notice they weren't even wearing helmets. Ridiculous. No wonder they're skeletons. You know, maybe if they were wearing helmets, they would have survived. Okay. So you finished the fight, and I got healed fully. Okay, so yeah, easy mode is just so much better. Now they just need to remove that really awful platforming business, and there we go. That skeleton boss running away from me, I was really tempted to make a joke about how he doesn't have any guts, but this game is taking it out of me, all the joy in my heart that normally would be used to make puns. Ooh. It's taking a toll on me. Well, this looks like it. The little load transition from one room to another. He opens the door and he goes in. They could have at least made it like empty. That was very clearly he walked into what appeared to be a very small closet. Like you saw the back wall and everything, right? Okay, so this from this direction it doesn't do that, but from here, look at this. That's clearly like a 2 foot by 2 foot area. It's such a weird choice to have that happen, because like, especially if it doesn't happen going from this direction. So it's not like they can't have just that happen. The fact that they're different is blowing my mind. Like the developer was like, yeah, let's have one good one and one bad one. Alright, Dracula, just let's get this over with. I'm just now realizing how much platforming there's going to be. Dread. Honestly, though, if I had thought about it, yes, there's probably going to be a lot of platforming. Reinhardt's the better option. Yeah. Carrie's got a ranged homing attack. She jumps like she's a flea in space. You push that jump button, she has no idea where she's going to land. That's between her and God. We fell like 30 feet. Which, don't get me wrong, yeah, fair, in real life. The fall damage in this game is insane. I keep calling it a game. That's probably not fair. A high closet. Safe state. Actually, no, we are going to test something real quick because that was another boss battle. If I die now, is it going to still send me back to the beginning of the game? I gotta think it would put me back at the beginning of the castle, right? Right? Like, that's reasonable to assume, yeah? Oh my god. Ah! This is just very not ideal. Safe state. Okay, so assuming I die. Blip? It does put me back at the beginning of the castle. Oh my god, we found a checkpoint. Like an hour and a half in. Cool. Okay, so it just absolutely does not... This one doesn't go halfway here. Just stop. Jank. The pit's just... his jump is just far enough to grab onto the ledge, and if you mess that up the slightest bit, he's just not going to do it. Because it's iffy whether or not he even grabs the ledge. Nah. Oh my god. And... It very much feels like they knew if you like the platforming sucks so bad, they knew like, yeah, it would get really irritating having to climb back up over and over again, and their solution to that was just, instead of having to climb back up, if you fall you die. Oh god, just put me out of my misery. So like, oh, it's the not the bone pillar, bone dragon. Because the bone pillars are like the totems, right? I think this is just called a bone dragon. And I've got to say, it's actually a reoccurring thing in Castlevania, so I like that. Because skeletons are, generic enough. Like, you can't be like, yeah, it's got skeletons. The skeletons are from Castlevania. That's cool. No, you can't do that. But, what did you drop? Like, everything. But you could say, just keep fighting. All it dropped is money and like 16 different power-ups. Estronium, good morning. Hope you're doing well. I'm miserable. So like, yeah, but these things are iconic to Castlevania, so I get that. That was actually nice. Aside from the fact that literally all I do is stand there and spam the whip button. I gotta play Castlevania for the Nintendo 64. But also, thank you for contributing to the singing stream. Not even a stream. The embarrassing thing that I'm gonna do for points. Every single time it asks you. Yeah, this community point goal is like so much more popular than I thought it would be. You guys seem to really be eager about it, and I'm happy. That's what that's what you want. That's why you do stuff. So I'm glad you're looking forward to it. But the more points you guys contribute, the more worried I am. So this time we just did not heal. Hold on. You can... The pause button takes you to the menu. The B button makes you exit the menu. Still dumb, but I guess not as dumb. Excuse me. Well,
Hi. I know. Really?
I mean, I've already had people have donated thousands of points already. If it expired without me doing it at this point, I would genuinely feel bad. So, I still don't know what this thing does. I do not know what those crystals do. Well, we can't see, the camera's pointed at the corner. There's nothing I can do about it. So, that sucks in a platforming game. Yeah, I was kind of hoping you guys had spent all of your points by now. Are you okay? You're like right in my face yelling at me. Come here. He gets like an inch from my face and starts screaming. Hi, sweetheart. I pick him up and he just immediately just like goes limp, closes his eyes, starts purring. He's so needy for affection. He'll yell and just cause just so much commotion. As soon as you pick him up, he just relaxes and is just content. Oh my god. Should have saved after the boss fight. It's my fault. Ah, god. You know, you never know how far he's gonna jump. I'm in purgatory right now. This is punishment. I died, and this is the universe's way of punishing me. I haven't. That sounds wonderful.
Not the beast!
Not the bees.
Bees!
I love them so much.
You like jazz?
I'm so glad God, it was so worth it. Like, the amount of time and effort it took me to set these up, my God. Worth it.
He's licking my face.
Oh, wonderful. So yeah, spatially, very hard to tell where the enemies are in relation to you because, you know, maybe, I don't know if you've noticed, but this camera angle is the worst thing in the world and I hate it. I'm just gonna stand here and spam the attack button. Apparently I've got no use for money, so let's just continue, I guess. Wait, hold on. Right, lever, yes. You know, always gotta be hitting them levers. I would very much like to start a lever counter, but at this point, I legitimately couldn't tell you how many levers we pulled. Like 10? Just, that is a lot of levers. Okay, so I just keep jumping down then? Because that's the thing, if I fall, I die. So just, oh God, yeah, that's that. I didn't do that to the camera. You know, hopefully I won't die. That's all you can really do, just walk off the edge and hope you don't die, because we don't really have an option. Well, let's hope we don't die. Cool. I've got no idea where we are right now. Like, and the skeletons, I'm assuming, are just going to keep spawning indefinitely, right? The one door is locked, so are we... Is this... No, okay, we can get in here. Cool. Hold up, is this where we started? Hold on. Where are we? Is that the other door that we opened? And if that's the case, where's that locked door go? So... Okay, so that door, that's the drawbridge. So we came in here. That's the door we just went in. This gate's open, allowing us in here. There's nothing in here. Lever. I'm gonna be honest, levers are all I know anymore. This game replaced all other information in my brain with levers. What do I do? Let's look for another lever. I mean, it does look very Nintendo 64 like. Nintendo 64, that old polygonal business. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna need a key. Let's go back. We're backtracking. We're back where we started. Let's look for a key. The only place we haven't been to yet is in that locked door, because, like, we opened that drawbridge, or the big gates, but there's another big gate behind it. It's just weirdly empty in here, though, right? Like, yeah, they did a nice stone texture, but look at all this emptiness. It's all just blank walls and emptiness. I say blank, I mean just stuff you don't interact with, just giant empty rooms. I mean, yeah, it is a nice stone texture. Yeah. But it does look like generic castle, doesn't it? The worst part about this is we've already been through here. So, like, I'm just looking, like, it says I need a lever to open that other one, right? So the only area we haven't checked yet, is in that locked room, but we don't have a key. So we had to have walked past a key, and that section where we're just falling past stuff. I gotta think there's a key in there somewhere. The thing is, like, you can't look where you're going. It's just it's a cluttered mess and a terrible camera. I was just jumping down holes in the floor, and we ended up here. Still no healing, you know. Typically, if you're familiar at all playing Castlevania, you would know. Typically, to heal in these games, because there are healing items, typically you would go to a save room. Save points heal you. I think that's the problem. There's no save points, and there's no way to heal. Assuming you can't find a statue with a chicken inside of it, we found 2 of those, there's just no way to heal. So short of chicken statues, you're just out of luck. I want to make it perfectly clear. We found exactly 2 statues. Both of them had chickens inside of them. Oh my god. So, like, as close as that platform gets to me is exactly close enough for me to jump and grab onto it. Sometimes he chooses not to. God, that's satisfying. Okay, you know, alright. Little Boss Gaming, thank you for contributing to the singing. I appreciate you. Yeah, that was kind of cathartic for me, to be honest. Okay, well, you know, let's get back at it. I need to make more save states, I really do. This is just bad. This is very bad. It was around the time my first fight against the giant skeleton. It was actually not bad. It was a decent fight, not great. Very disappointed because we're doing this to play bad games, and it wasn't that bad. Little did I know the game had peaked. It got a lot worse. Okay. Couldn't even God, I could not imagine doing this without save states. Oh God. People actually sold this. People put this in stores and expected other human beings to pay money for this experience. Money exchanged hands. At least one child was gifted this game. You think about that. It's a messed up world we live in. I'm just gonna keep making save states. I really don't even care. Miles down. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I can't even imagine. This is like... Right. I mean, yeah, there isn't a lot of stuff to look behind. It's just big empty rooms. If there was a key, you'd think we'd see it. Anything up here? So, that's not a key, that's holy water. If it's anywhere, it would be in here. I guess. It's just so hard to check because of the infinitely spawning skeletons. Yeah, when you're a kid, you never notice. Because it's like, I had said this before, but like, when I was playing Quest 64 as a child, I enjoyed it. Because like, when you're a kid who owns like 2 games, you have nothing to compare it to, you're just having fun playing a video game. So okay, no key here, right? We can be, there's no key here, right? Yes. So it's got to be in here somewhere, right? Maybe. What are you? Actually, what are you? Nothing. Cool. You're not a key, you're a power upgrade. You're a knife. Yeah, like Quest 64, like I said, um, I had fun playing it in hindsight because I was little and dumb, and like looking back now, in hindsight, it wasn't a great game. I think it's fine. You look it up online though, people just, oh god. Okay, so we checked everywhere. There was no key. What the, hold on. Just skeleton isn't even attacking me. We're just chilling. There we go. Rarely does a game ever just, man, it's just, this is just taking it out of me. So I've heard that's a bad game too. I've never played it. Like, we've been in all the rooms I have access to. There's no more levers. There's one locked room. Don't have a key. Sure. Okay, that didn't do it. I'm just desperate at this point. I do not know. I heard that game got bad reviews just because it didn't look good, and Flanders, I think, was like broken, right? I've heard it's bad. I've not understood exactly why people say it's that bad. I've never played it though. Seen a little bit of game, like a little bit. So I really just do not know what these crystals do, and still locked. Could you not be locked? I can kill a giant skeleton. I can't open a wooden door. Could you let me in? God damn it. I apologize. I need to collect myself. We found the key. I appreciate you, little boss. You're fantastic. You know, I don't know why I'm surprised. It's Castlevania. You whip candles. That's what you do. See, the funny thing about those instant death traps is um, they start you back at the very beginning of the castle. And I think that's funny. So... do you... okay. So it seems like they flip randomly. He decided not to grab the ledge that time. So, assuming we didn't have save states, that would mean we're starting the whole castle over again because he didn't want to grab the ledge. I mean, I'm willing to put money on the fact that this game made somebody drink. Start over the castle again. He tried. He almost did it. Start over the castle again. Hey, he did it this time. Alright, so that is... How many times have we had to start over the castle? I'm assuming, because normally you wouldn't have access to save states, right? So, like... every time I die here... Just imagine we have to go through the entire thing again. Still no healing, by the way. We've found exactly 2 healing items in this game. And nothing else can heal you. Apparently. Appreciate for the bits. Thank you. I'm doing the suffering, and at the very least, I hope it's funny. I appreciate it for that. Thank you. Are you Dracula? Why do you got fish fins on your wrists?
Upstart weakling. All who oppose the Dark Lord must die.
You've got a really obnoxious pop collar, so I'm assuming you're Dracula.
Come, meet your doom.
Ho ho. I was wrong. It was Santa Claus. That's the plot twist. It's actually Santa the whole time. He's been naughty. I just... having a very hard time making myself play this anymore. Okay, so this will drop us back down to that opening, at which point the other gate should be open, right? You know the thing about not being able to see where you're falling until you've already fallen is the best feature you can have in a video game. Especially if there's fall damage. That is just, yep, there we go. Okay, well, start the castle over again. Remember, I'm using save states. Normally, if we die, you start over. please be a new loading area, because, okay, we entered a new area and it healed us. That is fantastic. It's very hard to find health in this game. This is bad, you guys. Oh. You're just making me fight a dog, because that's pretty messed up. Is that it? Is it over? I mean, this isn't even a boss fight, it's just animal abuse. What's wrong with you? Like, really? Well, alright. Game just made us murder a couple dogs. Oh, okay. Was that the boss? Is it over now? Okay, so maybe that's my fault. Maybe, you know, we need to be whipping these candles. Maybe there's health inside of them. And I'm just missing it because I haven't been whipping candles. That is, you know what, that's fair. Let's find some chickens. Chicken? Meat? And roast beef. Unidentified meat that I find laying on the ground in Skeleton Castle? That's fair. I mean, the only reason I'm not using save states is because otherwise we would still be at the very beginning of the game and I'd be crying and you guys would be bored. I don't want you guys to be bored. So, see this crystal here? That thing? Still don't know what it does. Cannot figure out what it does. I pushed every button next to it. And you don't get a prompt letting you know when you can interact with stuff. You just kind of have to randomly push the right C button and hope. I'm assuming one of these graves is going to have a chicken in it, because typically that's how it goes, right? Yeah, they're red crystals, and I don't know what they do yet, but they are red crystals. Maybe they're used for my special weapon, potentially. It's my guess. And if we're being fair, Castlevania games do typically drop hearts inside candles, so I guess that's... Okay, so it refills your special weapon. So the game drowns you in ammunition. No health. So yeah, like, look at all of this ammunition. My God. Oh, goody. There's another cutscene. Which, if I put... I'm gray, and I can't attack. I cannot use my whip now. Okay. Am I like poisoned or... Oh, now I'm a vampire. So, the thing about that... My God, where do I start? Okay, well... That wasn't a vampire. It's missing its jaws, either like some kind of weird zombie or a werewolf maybe. Turned us into a vampire. That being said... Why is being a vampire preventing me from using my whip? Why? Why can't I use my whip game? Do vampires not believe in whips? Are they allergic to whips? I can still use my sword. Does holy water hurt me? No? Am I just a vampire now? Is that just how it's happening? Actually, how much does roast beef heal me? 80. It's, you know, cool. Just... You know, if we had some vampire strength, we could just, you know. Like, is it even worth making jokes? Like... I don't know. I do not know. Oh. Of all of the... I'm still trying to get over it. How did... What... Well... Okay, let's... So that thing was a vampire. That's what vampires look like, right? No? No, of course they don't. Right. I mean, apparently that was a vampire.
And
yeah, and then within seconds, yes, we are now vampires ourselves, and we are not allowed to use whips. It's in the vampire code. You gotta have a code. Swords, though. Swords are fine. So is holy water. No whips. I gotta tell you though, it's that rigor mortis. It really is. You die, your joints lock up. You need to flick your wrist to use a whip, and I gotta say, once you die, you can't flick your wrist like that. Not anymore. It's a shame. Can I enter any of these doors, or are they all decoration? I'm genuinely surprised. I was prepared for them all just to be decoration. What are you? Are you a thing? I mean, assuming this will... So if we just hit Dracula with one of these, would he just become a regular dude? Like, is that... Like, that's the thing, right? It cures vampires. Well, I mean, we gotta use it ourselves, so I guess we won't know. Hey, I got my whip back. I just... I don't know. Massive gold cross on his chest, and in his hand, and on his back. Oh my god. What would have happened if I would have walked in there without curing the vampire? We just died. What was my last save state? We're gonna test that. I'm gonna redo that. We're gonna test that because I really want to know. I need to know. I need to know. Just the way this old man with a crucifix is just like circling around me, and the music. Oh god, that was genuinely hilarious. I'm getting back to that bit. We're fine. It's fine. It'll be alright. Am I? Well. Okay. Save state. Oh, God. We already checked out everything, so we can actually just go straight there. So what is going to happen? Man said I'm a human, not a vampire. We have the option to be a vampire. Are we going to have to fight him? Because that'd be hilarious. Alright, bite me. Thank you. I mean, he does turn into a bat, though, but, like, he's green and his jaw's missing. He looks like a zombie. Why am I questioning it? Alright, so, door. Well, okay, well, he's an idiot. We tricked him, team. Oh my, he's very bad at his job. I just don't even. You know, what can I say? He's just terrible at his job. Like, yeah. Can't break those. Okay. Wait, hold on. Vampire. I'm curious about things, because... I mean, after that... Like... I'm really not expecting much, but... The fact that you can break a mirror, is it going to be cool enough about it to not give me reflection? No. Still reflection. I don't know why I thought it would have done that. I'm giving this game so much credit that it doesn't deserve. Hold on. Right. Okay. No. I just didn't have it. I didn't pick it up yet. Right. Okay. I'm giving this game so much credit, and I do not know why. ghosts. Okay, you know. Okay. Just a random scroll on the ground like you do. Bet you that statue won't come to life. You're being unreasonable even suggesting it. Uh, Reinhardt, you might have a hard. Reinhardt, I don't want to tell you how to do your job, but you might have an easier time reading it if you actually opened it. It's hard to read because it's rolled up. If you unroll it, Reinhardt, no. How many adventurers wander through this castle where you have to start a business selling things to them? Because, like, to keep a business open, you know how many things, like, you know how much business you need to do to stay open. Is there really enough adventurers wandering through here to warrant you setting up shop? That's weird. That is strange, and I'm not happy about it. Rather, I should say, a demon merchant in this economy? Are you gonna let me save the game? Okay, so now so the rest of the game is just free. On easy mode, they give you infinite money, so I can really just buy as many of these as I want. Up to 10, you know. So okay, so if you made it to this point in the game, wow, I can't even say it's free because 90% of the time when you die, it's going to be just you fell off a cliff. You accidentally jumped into a lake. This is like anarchy and chaos. Sure. So, random scroll on the ground, you get teleported to the inside of a demon's briefcase. Right. That's fair. I like to think they didn't know how to fix the game's ridiculous difficulty. So they're like, ah, God, people keep dying. I don't know, give them infinite healing items, I guess. Alright, we got just so many cutscenes all of a sudden. It's just like the game went from like just mazes and levers to Reinhardt, buddy, I don't mean to be rude, but if you haven't realized there's something off by now, he's not going to be able to help you. You tell me he does not look like a zombie werewolf thing. Look at that. It says vampire. Oh my god, this just... So it says vampire, so definitively yes. It looks like a zombie werewolf that is a vampire. Okay, that's fine. You're allowed to redesign vampires. There's no rule that says you can't make your vampires look different. That's fine. So in this world, you can't see vampires' reflections. That's reasonable. That's how it goes. I was a vampire, and the game gave me a reflection. I had a reflection. I tested that. You were there for that. Can I just hit him with a purity thing, right? Because apparently we've established that, being a vampire, it really is more like just having a headache. You take a couple aspirin and you wake up and you feel better about it. Like, you just swallow one of those purity things and all of a sudden, bingo, bango, you're not a vampire anymore, right? In this instance, I like to think what happened was whenever you fight a vampire, you're likely to become a vampire yourself. And the people developing the game realize they're like, oh crap, if you become a vampire, you can still see your reflection. We forgot about that. And their solution was just to, break the mirror. There's a mirror over here. Hold on. That we leave the room. You go back in the room. Okay, moving on. I mean, there's a lot of other stuff, stupid stuff going on. There's stupider stuff going on, so yeah, let's keep going. It really is just the little things, It's like the little things. It's all those little dumb things that... Alright, so now where do we go? Because we made it to the end of the hallway. Can I just leave? Like, will you let me leave? Who are you? You're flat, so... It sounded like the mirror breaking, so he may have been like a stained glass knight or mirror dude, or... I don't know. I'm trying to connect him to Castlevania enemies, because... So far, there have been a couple traditional Castlevania enemies. They just look like garbage. So it was some sort of 2D enemy. He looked kind of like a knight, so I'm guessing like maybe he like pulled himself off of a mirror. I don't know. So like every time that mirror response makes me angry. This game's taking it out of me. Okay, so let's get a better look at you. Yeah, you appear to be some kind of picture. And he shatters. Okay, yeah, I guess. So, like, yeah, Why did this one drop money? Just so many question marks. Okay, so yeah, right here, he spawns out of this thing. Okay. Just... You know what? It's a cool idea for an enemy. I'm not going to be mad about it. That is the least dumb thing we've seen so far. That being said, we've checked all of the rooms, so are we just going to leave? Like, what do you want me to do, game? I don't know. I just... Because... Is he just... Hold on. Homie just... Mr. Vampire Slayer just decided to phase into the bed. We're in Dracula's castle and Mr. Well... He says he's a vampire slayer. I'm still doubting his credentials. Dude decides to take a nap and then just disappear. And then reappear. And then disappear. And reappear. You know, well, let's keep moving. I don't know. Nothing we can do about it. I just... That camera though, and also I've got no control over the camera. Like none. The camera in Mario 64 was bad. I just cannot control it in this game. There's no option. I mean, if you push C up, it changes between battle view and normal view, and I do not know what that accomplishes. So if I'm having like a hard time seeing stuff, I can toggle and hope for the best. So, I'm gonna be honest, as big as this place is, there's only so many doors, and I don't think we missed any. Can I go in here now? No? We seem to have reached an impasse. I think that's a good place to wrap up. Because in an hour I got we're gonna play some Stardew with Pointy, and we're gonna have a nice rest of our day, and we're not gonna let this game make us cry. This is wow. This is very bad. I'm pleasantly surprised by how bad this is. This is I mean, that's why we're doing this, to find bad games, but my god. Like, this is something. I'm gonna go rethink my life. I appreciate you guys. Keshi, Big, Little Boss, anyone else who was lurking and hanging out and keeping me company and being wonderful. Thank you guys. I hope the rest of your day goes well. You know, I appreciate it and I want good things for you. Hopefully I see you around. But yeah, I'm gonna be online here in about an hour for some Stardew. So I will see you guys around.